What does it take to make a hero? Let's start with the quintessential hero of our time, Batman. Who is the Batman? We all know the answer. It's Bruce Wayne. But what does it take to make a Batman? He started fighting crime because of the death of his parents, so it takes trauma. He trained in the martial arts for years. It takes training. He uses his vast wealth. It takes treasure. And he builds all of those wonderful toys. It takes technology. So that's what it takes to make a Batman, the ultimate in costumed crime fighters. But what else can we make with these 4 ingredients? What happens when you take one of those ingredients away? So let's start with training. Take that away and you're left with a traumatized billionaire who uses technology. Basically, Tony Stark, Iron Man himself. Tony Stark started fighting crime because he was captured in a war zone. That's trauma. He's rich. That's treasure. And he's got a super suit. That's technology. But he doesn't have training. The time Batman spent learning karate, Tony Stark spent boozing and tinkering with gadgets. So Batman minus training equals Iron Man. What about treasure? If you take the money away from Batman, you've got the Punisher, a trained, gun-toting, traumatized... And we can do that for each of the 4 ingredients. Take away the trauma and you get Black Panther, a wealthy prince who uses his vibranium armor and a lifetime of training to thwart the bad guys. And take away the technology and you're all the way back in the 1700s with the Count of Monte Cristo, the betrayed nobleman who gets swole in prison and uses his pirate gold to avenge his enemies. Let's keep moving out of our circle. What does it look like when you've got just 2 of our 4 ingredients? Well, if you combine technology with trauma, you've got Spider-Man, who got his powers in an accident but has web-shooting abilities from his own inventions. Combine technology with treasury, you've got Hank Pym, otherwise known as Ant-Man. And if you combine technology with training, you've got Captain America, a master of hand-to-hand combat who never leaves home without his shield. Training plus treasury equals Zorro, the master swordsman and Spanish nobleman. Training in trauma leaves you with Daredevil. And what happens when you combine a traumatic past with vast wealth and take away the tech and the training? Well, you're basically left with Little Orphan Annie. Each pair of these super ingredients leaves us with a different superhero that we can put on our chart. And having done that, we have just 4 slots left. What does it look like when you have just one of these ingredients? For training, you've got Black Widow. No superpowers, no fancy super suit, just a superbly trained... For technology, we're looking at a hero who relies solely on equipment to give him his power. So basically, Green Lantern. If you've got the ring, you've got the power. Speaking of green, the hero that is just the result of trauma? Hulk Smash. And that leaves us with treasury. What does Batman turn into when you take away the years of training, the Batcave full of toys, and the dead parents? Now you're basically just Scrooge McDuck, swimming in a vault full of gold coins. And with that, we've got a better picture of the superhero universe, the Overthinking It superhero Venn diagram. Now comes the fun part. How do you build a Batman? You take the Punisher and add some Scrooge McDuck. Or you take Iron Man and combine him with Black Widow. You add Zorro to Spider-Man or Captain America to Little Orphan Annie. Training, technology, trauma, and treasury. That's how you build a Batman.